What's up, everybody? This is Lewis with a pretty fast tutorial on how to create a virtual host in Windows 10 using WAMP. So typically if you have WAMP installed, you have your localhost here, and right now I have a very basic, super basic website located over here, and that's this directory right here. And typically what I used to do with WAMP is I would go to like the WAMP www files and I would create a subdirectory, and that's how I would make my sites like that, which is kind of not ideal. So in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to create a virtual host. So it's not too difficult. First things first is we're going to be editing 3 files here. So first file we're going to be going to go to your C drive, and then we're going to go to Windows and System32, drivers, etc, and then hosts. Now if you are not running Notepad++ or whatever your editor is as an administrator, you're going to have to open it as an administrator first. In order to do that, just go to Notepad++ or whatever editor, right click, choose Run as Administrator. So I'm going to go ahead and open this host file, and I'm going to scroll down to the very bottom. You could ignore this right here, and I have a few set up, but I'll show you how to make your own here. So you're going to start with your local address, so 127.0.0.1, and then this is going to be the domain that you're looking to get it at. I'll just make mine my YouTube channel name, so bestdevtutorials.local, and then you can put a comment here and say what it is, so whatevs. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and save that file, and that's all you need to do with that one. So now we're going to be going into the WAMP directory. So let's go back to C drive again, and I'm going to go to WAMP, and then we're going to go to bin, and then Apache, and from there we're going to be going into the conf folder, and the first file is going to be httpd conf right here. Open a Notepad++, and all you need to do in this file is go ahead and search for virtual hosts. Okay, and you're going to want to make sure that this line right here is uncommented. So yours might say this right here. Just go ahead and uncomment that, make sure it's uncommented. That way we can include the inside the extra folder all those virtual hosts. And so we're going to go to that folder right now. So this is the 3rd file. So we can come back over here. I'm going to go to extra, and then we have httpd vhosts. Go ahead and open that one up. This is the 3rd file now. So I have a few set up. You can ignore those in this tutorial. Just go to this one. If you have your localhost screen set up over here in WAMP, then this is currently what's designating that. So go ahead and copy that, and we'll paste that with our own values here to make another one. So let's just go to the bottom. And for server name, we're going to need to use the same server name that we have in our hosts file. So for that one, I'm going to be using bestdevtutorials.local, and you can use whatever you chose right there. Okay, and now for the document root, and we're going to be choosing wherever your file is located, or wherever you want the root of your website to be located. So in this case, I have my basic HTML page right here. I'm just going to copy this. Okay, and now we're going to be setting up just directory permissions right here. So typically you just use the same address for that document root, and we have some directives right here, and you can Google what these are, but just a brief rundown. The indexes for allow indexes is if you, for example, don't have an index.html file, it'll know to list the files in that directory if it's not sure which is like the default one to choose. Follow symbolic links. Multi-views is kind of if you have a file called compare.php. This will make it so that you can actually just type in compare in the URL, and it'll work that way as well. You can also turn this off if you want to just do a minus sign right there. I'm going to use a plus sign. Allow override deals with htaccess files, and then require local means it requires that it is you on your computer, and only the local address that's allowed to access that directory. So that's that. So once you finish that, there's one thing that you need to do. You need to go over to your WAMP over here, and you're going to need to restart all services. And this will take a second. It'll go down to red, and then it might just take a little bit, and it'll go back to green. Great. Now, once you have that done, the way that you can go to your custom URL is you're going to go here, and you're also going to follow it by the port number, which is right here, which is 8080. I think Skype usually uses 80, so we're going to use that, and then 8080. And my site is now loading. So that site is just this basic site that's located in this directory, and now it knows to load into there. Please let me know if you have any questions. Feel free, and I will be answering any sort of questions that you have. Hope this helps. Have a nice day.